Hello, basketball fans, and welcome to the Red Zone here at Hicksville High School, the main gymnasium, as we are getting ready for some Thursday night girls basketball action. It's the homestanding Lady Aces of Hicksville laying out the welcome mat for the Lady Pilots of Ayersville, a cross-county rivalry, a GMC varsity contest as well. And we're glad to have you here with us on, even though it's pretty cold and windy and kind of rainy and snowy out there, it beats having the 20 below zero wind chill, I guess. So we're glad to have you with us for the action here tonight. Again, it's varsity only for the Lady Aces this season. It's the 6:30 tip-off, and we'll be bringing you all the action. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. With me tonight, Chris Warner, who's got the other headset microphone on, and he's overseeing the OBS software for us this evening. And Connor Myers is running the camera, and he'll also be helping out with the live stream if needed this evening as well. Jim Seiler not able to be here with us this evening. He had to go a couple rounds with a dentist, so hopefully he'll be feeling better, and he'll be back with us next week when we resume our basketball live streams. And got a special guest that'll be joining us at halftime to talk about the upcoming third annual Northwest Ohio Senior Classic. Josh Freese is going to be joining us at the intermission, and I'll thank him in advance for that as well. So with that, before we get going any further, first off, the Upper Deck is here providing musical entertainment tonight. Want to thank them for their talents. And we also want to thank all the underwriters making our coverage possible here this evening. They include our 4 Diamond Level underwriting supporters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park and online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Phone 419-542-6218 for information on the latest COVID boosters, flu shots, and more. And, of course, our friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated, a world-class facility located right here in Hicksville's Industrial Park. They're also online at www.arcsolinc.com. Big thank you as well to our silver level underwriting supporter, the Two Bandits Brewery in downtown Hicksville, Ohio. The Two Bandits are proud sponsors of the Two Bandits Player of the Game Award that we give out at the end of each boys and girls varsity contest that we cover for you here on Hicksville Community Television. That means we'll be giving another one out after the game wraps up here tonight. And don't forget, the Two Bandits are open Wednesday through Saturday with a terrific menu. If you're 21 and over, great selection of craft beer service, family-friendly atmosphere, and you can learn more about the upcoming events, menu specials, and more by checking them out online at twobanditsbrewing.com. We're about 90 seconds away from the tip-off, and of course, at that point, we will shut off the headset microphones and go down to the floor announcer to bring the national anthem and the official introduction of players for this evening, and then we'll rejoin you back up here on Press Row to bring you the play-by-play action tonight. And again, we are glad to have you with us. So, Christopher, you've been poking around on the stats, or you're working on OBS stuff?
So, I was taking a look at the stats here. So, for the Hicksville Aces, we got them 5-11 overall. They're 1-3 in the GMC, ranked 7th overall. The Ayersville Pilots is 4-11 overall. Aces having one more lead up on them, but they're also 1-3 in the GMC. However, they're ranked one place higher at 6th place for the GMC.
All right. Aces, of course, are coached by Christine Steeman, and the head coach for the Ayersville Lady Pilots is, let me find it here, Tim Nicely. So we've got girls varsity basketball action on tap for you tonight. We're going to get ready to head down to the floor announcer, and with that, we'll be rejoining you shortly. You're watching girls varsity basketball action on HIX-TV.
Welcome to Hicksville High School for an exciting evening of high school basketball. Tonight, the Ayersville Lady Pilots, coached by Tim Nicely, will take on our own Hicksville Lady Aces, coached by Christine Seaman. Board of Education, Superintendent, and Athletic Council of Hicksville High School extend to each of you a cordial welcome to tonight's basketball game. Both Hicksville High School and Ayersville High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the high standards of conduct and sportsmanship required during athletic competition. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a great country with a freedom like no other. In order to honor America and respect for those who have served and who are currently serving to defend our freedoms, please stand as the Hicksville High School Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Zach Coleman, performs our national anthem. Officials for tonight's contest are Dustin Gray, Dave Gershutz, and Austin Cate. Their experience and integrity qualify them for an important part in this friendly interscholastic basketball game. Introducing the starting lineup for the Ayersville Lady Pilots. A 5'7" junior, number 3, Alexa Reed. A 5'8" junior, number 4, Kendra Waldron. A 5'7" junior, number 10, Allison Eldridge. A 5'8" sophomore, number 13, Avery Newman. A 6-foot freshman, number 14, Kendall Boer. The Lady Pilots are coached by Tim Nicely, Jason Nicely, Frank Tressler, Chuck Florence, and Krista Gosh. And now, introducing the starting lineup for your own Hicksville Lady Aces. A 5'6" junior, number 3, Kennedy Adams. A 5'6" sophomore, number 4, McKenna Boo. A 5'8" senior, number 15, Ashlyn Sturry. A 5'8" freshman, number 23, Jocelyn Butler. A 5'9" freshman, number 44, Devaney Moe. The Lady Aces are coached by Christine Steeman, Bob Motherhead, and Allison Sturry.
We welcome you back to Press Row as we are getting ready to get the action underway. Apologize for the little bit of a glitch that we had. We had to end the live stream and then restart it, but should be back up and running now and in good shape. Those little things happen. Devaney Mull will be jumping center circle with Boer, and the tip is controlled by the Lady Aces. We're underway quickly up the floor, off the glass, and good for McKenna Baird.
Baird for 2.
So just like that, the Aces out to an early 2-0 lead. Again, these two squads are very evenly matched, at least on paper. And that'll be a first foul of the evening, and that's going to send. So that will be on Ashlyn Story. And at the line for the Pilots. First one is good.
What number is that, Bill?
That's number 13, Avery Knieven. Avery gets them both. Aces go back on offense. They'll work it around the perimeter. Mull down in the corner, inside. They'll kick it right back out, then back to Mull. Mull's going to power it in. Now to Adams. Adams, nothing there. Mull for 3. Got it.
Good.
Three-pointer Mull.
Mull makes it a 5-2 game. Nice feed. Shot up and bounces off the rim, no good. Mull with the rebound, dishes it off to Baird. McKenna across the timeline. Over to Kennedy, down in the corner. That's Jocelyn Baldwin. Baldwin drives baseline and gets it partially blocked. Rebound comes down into the hands of a number 10. That's Eldridge. Moving it down and up off glass and good, and that's 2 more for Canevin.
Newman for 2.
Well, they're saying Newvin. Okay, I thought it was Canevin, but I'll say Newvin. If I'm wrong. Mull, 12-footer, no good, out of bounds. It'll be a Pilots basketball. Pilots moving it around out on the top of the key, down into the corner. Nice feed inside. And another nice pass. That'll be up and good. Eldridge gets her first bucket of the night. And the lead switches for the first time tonight as well. Now the Pilots on top by a point, 6-5. Baird, Adams, down low. Dish off, and Story from the corner, no good. Rebound comes down to, I think that was Grieve. And she'll toss it over to Eldridge, and Eldridge across the timeline. Now over to Waldron. Back to Eldridge for 3. No good. Mull grabs the board. Quickly into the hands of Baird. Baird up the floor. She'll pull up jumper, no good, and the rebound to the Pilots. Quickly up the floor, and there's a nice move, and up, and that's good for Waldron. And now the Aces down by 3. Baldwin knocked away from behind and turnover. And that's over the head. And she saved it, but she saved it right to Kennedy Adams. So the Aces get the basketball back, and they're able to set their offense once again. Baird being guarded by Waldron. Baird directing a little traffic. Mull on the wing, now to Adams, and back to Baird. Down low to Story. They'll move it around. Oh, and 3 more for Devaney Mull. Shot up, no good. Baird. Now Adams. She misses. Put back by Story. She'll be fouled. That'll be on Eldridge. That'll be her first. Team foul number 1 for the quarter. And that'll put Ashlyn Story at the line to shoot 2. Missed the first one. In for Ayersville comes number 11, Kaylin Hastet. And number 24, that's Peyton Ensign. And Rice comes in for Hicksville. That one's no good. Missed them both. Rebounded to Boer. I'll move it up the floor. That's Waldron. Waldron down low. I'll kick it back out. All partially deflected, but the Pilots get the ball back. From the corner, just a little bit short, but rebound comes down again to Ayersville. They recover it out on top. Driving in. Oop. And that's stolen away by Baird. Good defensive play by McKenna Baird. Kicks it back out to Adams. Good.
Three-pointer Adams.
And now the Aces will take the lead 11-8. Pilots looking to draw back a little closer, and it's picked off by Story. Mull behind the back dribble, back to Story across the timeline, down into the corner. That's Rice. Rice just misses. bounces it off the iron into the hands of Boer. Down low, Boer, and there'll be a travel. Aces will get the ball back. Story comes out, and Addie Sanders will come in to spell her. Adams inbounds to Baird, and here come the Lady Aces. 2.5 minutes to go in our opening quarter. Ooh, stolen right out of Mull's hands. Easy layup up and good for Kendra Waldron. Makes it a 1-point game, and once again, McKenna Baird brings it up the floor for Hicksville. Rice out of Adams. Cross court to Baird. Baird lays it up. Just missed a little too high, but she gets her own rebound. That one goes down.
Baird for 2.
McKenna Baird makes it 13-10. Pilots. Oh, and another good play by Mull, sort of setting a pick there and getting the ball turned over into the hands of Sanders. Now Mull for 3, top of the key, misses. And the rebound grabbed by the Pilots. And here comes Ayersville. Down to the corner and then inside. Shot up and no good, but there's a whistle. And that'll be the first personal on Mull. And that's going to send Neuven back to the line again. Missed that one.
In for the Aces, number 15, Ashlyn Sturry, number 23.
Sturry and Baldwin come back in for Hicksville as Baird and Mull will step out for a bit of a breather. Neuven's second is good. And a timeout called on the Pilots bench. Head coach Tim Nisley. 1:24 to go in our first quarter. A quick 30-second timeout. Glad to have you with us again here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. If you're enjoying the coverage and you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. Doesn't cost anything. As a subscriber, you can hit the notification bar, and then you're the first to know whenever we schedule a new live stream event. And we do all of our sports live streams here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. And you'll also be the first to know whenever we post new content to the Video On Demand library. And to the many who have already subscribed, we thank you so very much. And if you're not one of them, please consider joining us. Subscribe. That way you can like, comment. You help us out a little bit with the metrics and the search engines. Doesn't cost anything, like I said, and we'd love to have you as a member of the community of Hicksville Community Television. Back in action. Aces with the ball. A lead by 2. Adams to Sturry. Sturry to Baldwin. Jocelyn battling down low. Kicks it back out. Jocelyn Baldwin again. Now to Rice and now to Adams. Kicks it back out to McKenna Rice. Rice into trouble, and that's going to be a jump ball, and that should go to Ayersville on the possession arrow. It does. Under a minute to go in our opening quarter. Hostet up the floor for the Pilots. Over to Waldron. They'll work it around. Waldron again. Inside to Boer. And quickly back out to the top of the key, Hostet, and back to Waldron. And then into Boer again, and it's stripped away, and it's stripped away again, and Baldwin winds up with it. Baldwin, 3 Pilots in front of her, kicks it back to Adams, who buries another 3.
Three-pointer Adams.
So Hostet, 18 seconds. Pilots going to play for the final shot here, in all likelihood. Waldron from the wing, down to 8, puts it up, doesn't get it to drop. Rebound, kicked back out to Hostet. From the corner, no good. Boer, and she misses, and the buzzer sounds. So we played the first 8, and it's the Aces up by 5 over the Pilots, 16-11, your first quarter score. I want to say a big thank you to the first of our Diamond Level Underwriting supporters making our coverage possible here tonight. That's the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. Hey, if you're in the market for a vehicle, brand new, pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the selection they have on the lots, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at the Jim Schmidt at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember that it's always about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. We want to thank them for their continued diamond-level support of all of our Aces sports broadcasts. They've been doing it now for, I think, 16, 17, a long time, longer than I've been here at HIX-TV. We hope that you will thank them as well. They make the live streams for free possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. Aces with the ball to start the second quarter. They're up by 5, 16-11. Bill, Chris, and Connor were your crew for HIX-TV here at the Red Zone tonight. Glad to have you with us. Ball's inbounds, and we're underway. Ball on the wing. Baird back to Adams. Kennedy drives and just misses in and out. Boer grabs the board. Quickly over to Waldron. Waldron from three-point land. No good. And Baldwin grabs the rebound. Baldwin holds up and passes it into trouble, and it's picked off. Waldron with it on the wing again. Down low, right back out and thought about it. She'll take a little pull-up jumper, and that one will go down for Kendra Waldron. 6 points now for her unofficially, and it's now a three-point game. Baird brings the basketball. Adams loses the ball, gets it right back. Baird for three, just short. Pilots working, partially deflected into the hands of Waldron, though. Waldron looking things over. She's going to drive. A hook shot is up and no good. And Story grabs the rebound. And here come the Aces. McKenna Baird to Adams. Adams inside to Mull. Up, no good. Rebound. That's Hannah Alstadter in, I believe, number 2. Where's that number? That's number 3. I'm sorry. That's Grieve. Grieve. Back to Waldron. And over to Neuven. And Neuven double dribble. Another turnover. Back into the game, number 11. Kaylin Hastet. And Grieve will sit down for Ayersville. Baird. Mull. Up, missed. And almost a rebound for Kennedy Adams, but it's knocked out of her hands. Waldron quickly up the floor, a cross-court pass. Hastet up, no good, and Adams grabs the rebound underneath the bucket. Adams working her way through traffic, and she's going to be fouled by Boer. Yep. Kendall Boer gets
14, Kendall Brewer,
her first. That'll be team foul number 1 in the second quarter for the Pilots, and Kennedy Adams at the line to shoot 2. Missed. One more for Adams. Got that one. That's the first free throw the Aces have hit tonight. Waldron on the wing. Top of the key. Hastet down into the corner, up to Eldridge, and back to Waldron. Driving into the paint, up, no good, but she'll be fouled. And that'll be the second on Mull.
Deputy Mull, her second.
And that'll be team foul number 1 on the Aces here in the second quarter. Waldron at the line gets the friendly bounce.
In for the Aces, number 14, McKenna Rice.
Rice will step back in for Hicksville as Baldwin will come out for a quick breather. One more free throw coming up for Kendra Waldron. That one's no good. Adams grabs the rebound. Gets it to Baird. Baird bringing it up the floor. Mull. Back to Baird. All alone, and McKenna Rice drops it in.
Rice for 2.
A great pass. The Pilots fans were yelling at their team that they left somebody completely unguarded underneath the basket. Wasn't soon enough. Mull intercepts that pass. Kennedy Adams across the timeline. Bounce pass down, and that's up and no good for Baird. Waldron inside feed up, and that's no good. And Sturry grabs that rebound. Now Rice, and now to Baird. Shot was put up by Boer, and no good. Slap back in, bounds, and the Pilots are going to run it down. And that'll be slapped out of bounds by Baird. Give the Aces a chance to reset their defense a little bit. Peyton Ensign comes back in for the Pilots, and also coming back in, number 3, Alexa Grieve.
And number 3, Alexa Grieve.
Halfway through this second quarter. Eldridge will have a seat. And Sanders will come in to spell Story for the Aces. Pilots get the ball in bounds. Over to Ensign, and then to Waldron. And now Grieve, and back to Waldron again. Bounce pass, Ensign down on the corner. Nope, out onto the wing. Boer back to Ensign. Ensign drives baseline, nothing there. Kicks it back out to Waldron. Her three-point attempt is no good. Adams grabs the rebound, gets it over to Baird. Baird across the timeline. Now to Rice. Rice for 3. Short, and grabbed by Ensign. Over to Waldron, and here come the Lady Pilots. Down low, Boer kicks it back out to Waldron, and back to Boer. Guarded by Mull. Moves around her and puts it up and in. Kendall Boer gets her first bucket of the night.
Boer for 2.
Mull tries to get it to Adams. It's going to go out of bounds. It should stay. Oh, they're going to say last touched by Hicksville.
In for the Aces, number 15, Ashlyn Sturry.
Baldwin and Sturry come back into the game, and Sanders and Mull will step out. Hostet approaching midcourt. Over to Waldron. Passes it across to Grieve. Back to Waldron. Grieve on the wing, down into the corner, and then underneath to Boer. Boer up onto the basket, and she's going to be fouled by Story, I believe. Yep.
Fouls on number 15, Ashlyn
Story picks up her second personal, and that'll be team foul number 2 for the quarter, and it's going to put Kendall Boer at the line to shoot 2. Gets the first one. Makes it 19-17 Aces, and she's got one more coming to see if she can make it a one-point game.
In for the Aces, number 44.
Rice
Ebony
will
Mull.
step out, and Mull will come back into the game for Hicksville. And that one's good, too. So Boer gets them both, and it's a one-point game. Mull to Adams. Adams back to Baldwin. Baldwin's three-pointer's just a little bit long. Boer grabs the rebound, gets it off to Waldron. And here come the Pilots with a chance to take the lead. Grieve Now Boer goes up again, and she's going to be fouled again. That'll be 3 now on Mull. Oh, nope, they're going to put it on Story. All right. So that's 3 on Story. And again, Kendall Boer at the line shooting 2. First one, no good. Stays a 1-point game. Rice will come in for Story. She's going to probably be sitting down for the remainder of this half. 3 personals on her. 1 more for Boer. That's good. We're tied.
And for the Pilots, number 10, Allison Eldridge. And
We're going to have a timeout, Aces.
So full timeout on the Aces bench as we're tied at 19. And that'll give me time to say a big thank you to the Two Bandits Brewery in Hicksville, Ohio, proud sponsors of the Two Bandits Player of the Game Award. We give those out at the end of each varsity boys and girls Aces contest we cover here on HIX-TV all season long. Want to thank Mark and Bob and the whole gang at the Bandits for stepping in and providing that for the kids this basketball season. We appreciate it an awful lot. And don't forget, great weekly specials at the Bandits. They're open Wednesday through Saturday. And when you go by, again, a full menu, family-friendly atmosphere, 21 and over, a great selection of craft beers. And don't forget, coming up for the week of Valentine's Day, Wednesday through Saturday of Valentine's week, it's Love on Tap at the Bandits. Special menu, a special couples dinner, a menu available by reservation. Drink specials. I think they've got a Valentine's edition of Name That Tune coming up on Thursday night. An awful lot of fun, and you can learn more about what's happening at the Two Bandits by going to twobanditsbrewing.com. Again, we want to thank them for their sponsorship of the Player of the Game Award. We'll be handing it out a bit later. The Two Bandits Brewery in Hicksville, Ohio. Back in action just a couple of minutes away from halftime. Baldwin to Mull. Mull deflected. Baldwin tracks it down. Now to Baird over on the other side. On the near side towards us. She'll hand it off to Rice. Rice gets it to Baldwin. Back to Adams and back to Baird. Rice. Again, they'll move it around the perimeter, see if they can get something to open up. Baird pull-up jumper, a little too much on it. It goes across the back of the iron and comes down into the hands of the Pilots on the other side of the hoop. Waldron now. Up and no good. Out of bounds. That'll stay with the Pilots with 1:20 to go. Long inbounds to the corner. Boer gets rid of it. They'll try to get it back to Boer again. She goes around Mull, puts it up, no good. Volleyball's around. They kick it out. Now Waldron with the ball for the Pilots. She puts it up off glass and good.
Waldron for 2.
Aces get the basketball back. They're down by a bucket with under a minute to go before halftime. Baldwin has to throw it away. Goes out of bounds. Addie Sanders will come back into the game.
Number 5, Addie Sanders.
And Baldwin, shaking her head, will come out. She's not too happy with herself. Inbounds to Waldron. And she'll bring it up the floor. And that one's no good. But the Pilots hang on to the basketball down to 27 seconds. Going up, off glass, no good. Boer trying to battle her way back, no good. And Baird winds up with the basketball. She gets mugged a little bit, but maintains control. Now to Rice on the wing. Back to Baird, top of the key with 10 seconds. Adams. And now to Rice with 6. Adams off of her foot, out of bounds with 1.1 seconds. So the Aces will have 1.1 second to inbound and take a shot. Baird, and it's good. A long two.
Basket's good by Baird.
So we've reached halftime, and we're tied at 21. And we'll take some time here to say another thank you to another one of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters, our friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio. Located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, offering solutions to business and industry that include welding, powder coating, safety equipment, and so much more. And they are looking to add to their roster. If you want to work at a great place with for a first career, second career, add skills you already have, go online, check out aptmfg.com/careers. That'll give you a full listing of all the opportunities that they have available. You can look them over. You can fill out an application online, upload your resume. They'd love to hear from you, and who knows, maybe you can become a part of the APT manufacturing family. We want to thank them so very much for their continued Diamond Level support of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. We hope you will do the same. Tony Niswander and the whole gang at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, working with the VOAG class and doing all sorts of great stuff. And again, whenever you see Aces Sports action on HIX-TV, they're the ones that help make it possible. APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in the Industrial Park and online at aptmfg.com/careers. Going to do a couple of quick tabulations here. Special guest joining me. Let's see if we can jockey things around here. Joining me here at halftime. It's the third year that we've had Josh Freese as our halftime guest, talking about the big event that's going to take place coming up at the end of March. Josh, it's 3 years now that the Senior Classic is being played here at the Red Zone. And again, we ask you to come and talk to folks a little bit about it, because not only is it a showcase and a last opportunity to see some of the best senior basketball players in Northwest Ohio, but there's no better cause than the one that the Senior Classic supports.
Yeah, first, a big thank you to Hicksville Schools for letting us, host it here. They've been very gracious in doing that. We kind of modeled it after the old Brian Cage Classic. I know COVID kind of shut that down, and then it just never got picked back up afterwards. So I reached out to the people at Brian and got their blessing to carry it on, and they gave us that blessing. And so this will be the third year we're doing that. And as you said, it's a nice little showcase for area seniors. We include all schools from Williams, Defiance, Paulding, Henry County, and then a few schools in Fulton as well. I know all of Fulton County used to be included back in the old Cage Classic, but with the proximity and familiarity of Paulding schools, especially being in the league, we wanted to include them to round out 24 schools, 12 players on each team, one boy, one girl. We start with the girls game at 5 o'clock. The doors open at 4. At halftime of the girls game, we do a little three-point competition.
Yeah, that's usually like the preliminary round for the boys and the girls, but the three-point is also Special Olympians will be playing in that.
Correct. So what we started with doing last year is a county three-point competition. Since we have 5 counties, we have one representative, one boy, one girl, and one Special Olympian from every county. So at halftime of the girls game, we do the prelims for that. Take the top 2 boys, top 2 girls, and they'll go to a finals at halftime of the boys game, and that'll be a finals for the Special Olympians. I know the first year, Hicksville's own Johnny Davis won it. That was quite the treat. He was pretty thrilled to do that. Great for him to do that in front of the hometown crowd. But after the girls game concludes, then we have a Special Olympics exhibition. Which includes those 5 county Special Olympic programs. I don't know how many years ago it was, but when I was coaching, we went to Stryker, and they hosted an exhibition of their Williams County Special Olympics team. And I talked to my old coaches, and we started doing that here.
We had many times. We had the Sharks and the Tigers. I think it was.
I always tried to do it with the Williams County school. So a lot of times it was either Edgerton or Montpelier, and we would do Williams versus Defiance County. So, I've always liked to do things to help
Well, like I said,
promote and showcase the Special
the
Olympians.
Special Olympians, it's just, every kid, regardless, should have the opportunity to participate in sports.
Absolutely.
And the Special Olympics ensures that happens. And it really broadened out because the first year that we did the Senior Classic here, Paulding didn't have a Special Olympics team.
Correct.
But because of the funds that were donated to them, they were able to restart their Special Olympic program in Paulding County.
Yeah, I know that they had, I don't really know the full story, but the program kind of fell for a couple years. I don't know, it could have been COVID, it could have been other things, but they got a new director in charge to put some things together, and they were able to participate last year. So it's great to have them a part of this, and in my opinion, that's the highlight of the night. I know it's great to see the seniors.
Everybody loves that, and
it's great to see all those things.
Because you'll have the high school kids.
Highlight.
The high school kids will be out here cheering for the Special Olympians as much as everybody else. So it's always an awful lot of fun. And then we have the boys' game, and of course, halftime of the boys' game, we'll do the slam dunk and the finish out the three-pointers.
Correct.
And then afterwards, we hand out. So we have an MVP award that gets handed out, and so forth. And we have, I know the two Bandits are going to be sponsoring again this year the MVP award and the slam dunk contest. And we've got a couple things possibly pending. We're looking to get somebody to step up and help out with the three-point shooting as well.
Yeah, in the past we've had Subway of Hicksville, who has
unfortunately
donated and been the sponsor for our three-point competition.
Yep.
But recent with what happened to them, we're looking for sponsorship there. But again, that's March 29th. The doors open at 4. The girls' game starts at 5, followed by the Special Olympics exhibition, and then after that, the boys' game. And both years we've been pleasantly surprised with how quickly we got out of here. It's not a long drawn out night.
It's a fun game, and everybody comes out and they play, and it is a great time. And a couple things I want to make mention. First off, if you're out there listening, and this is the first time you've heard of this, or if you just were caught unawares, if you have any interest whatsoever in helping to support this, either through the program, there's ad sales for the program, or if you're interested in possibly sponsoring one of the events or anything like that, if you want to get more information, you can contact Josh here at Hicksville Schools, and you'll be happy to help them out. Secondly, want everybody to know that when we set this up, we were all in agreement. We try to minimize the expenses to begin with, and we cover those expenses, and then after that, every single penny, we divide the final amount by 5, and every one of those 5 counties gets
correct. And first, I can't forget to mention a lot of this wouldn't be possible without the sponsorship of Jim Schmidt family of dealerships for the past 2 years. They've been gracious enough to be our seed sponsor, to help us provide all the players with T-shirts and things like that. Luckily, we've had money left over, and then as you said, every single penny that's left over once expenses are paid, that's split up evenly between the 5 counties. I believe last year we did some different things with fundraising last year, and I think we were well over $12,000 grand total that went to the Special Olympics programs. I know each school last year, I think they got a check of maybe around $1,600 plus schools raised some individual funds for their home.
Our goal this year is we'd like to be able to cut a check to those 5, the Special Olympics, for like $2,000 to $2,500 each. I mean,
that would be great.
That would be our kind of what we're pushing for here. And again, if you're willing to help out by buying some ads or underwriting, like printing costs or anything along those lines, the more of the expenses that get underwritten and covered, the more money we have that we can turn over to the Special Olympians. So, and this is the first time we're talking, but we're going to be, because there's still a lot of stuff that may come to be. There's things that are being worked on. So we'll look forward to it. But again, right now we just want to remind everybody that we want you to come out. It's the last Saturday of March. And again, it's the big fundraiser for the year for 5 County Special Olympics programs.
And there's one more big surprise, but I'm hoping to keep my lips shut on that until March 29th for the big reveal.
All right, there we go.
Thanks, Bill.
All right, thank you much. Josh Freese joining us. And I'll get this back to Christopher. We'll get ready to get started. It's 21-21. Real quickly, in the first half for the Pilots, it was Kendra Waldron with 9 unofficial. Avery Newman had 5, Kendall Boer had 5, and Allison Eldridge with 2 points. For the Aces, Adams with 7, McKenna Baird with 6, Mull with 6, and Rice with 2. And the Pilots have the ball to start the third quarter. Switch ends of the floor. Again, thanks to Josh Freese for not only speaking with us at halftime, but again for taking the bull by the horn, so to speak, and organizing and putting together the Senior Classic 3 years now. I'm really proud to be able to be a part of that and help support that fine effort. And it's an awful lot of fun, too. Even Warner likes it.
Yes, I do enjoy coming out to the Senior Classic every single year, Bill.
Mull kicks it out to Adams and doesn't get the bounce. Oh. And that's going to be a jump ball, and that should go to the Aces on the possession arrow.
I'm hoping to get that day off from work to be at the Senior Classic this year. Might have to pull some strings and.
Well, I hope so too. Be nice to have the full crew.
Exactly.
All 26 of us. Just kidding. I wish we had 26 people.
I don't think we could sit that many here on press row, though.
That's right. I got to check with you and Connor about this Saturday.
Yeah.
We got a special meeting coming up on Saturday at 3. Hoping you guys can make it. All right, back to the issue at hand. Baird with the basketball. We're still tied at 21. No scoring here. We're about a minute, 20 seconds into the third quarter. Adams on the wing. Now to Mull. And back to Baird. Back to Devaney Mull. And Adams. Kennedy will take the shot from the wing. That's off the iron. No good. And slapped out of bounds by Story. So the Pilots will get the ball back, and they can travel the length of the floor. Eldridge brings the ball across the half-court stripe. Over to Grieve, down in the corner. And that's Newman. Newman's good for 3.
Newman for 3.
Bounce pass to Mull. Mull takes it strong to the hoop and gets it to drop.
Oh, for 2.
Down low, Boer, guarded by Baldwin. Ball's loose, goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Pilots. Mull, Baldwin, Jocelyn, nice layup, and she comes down hard. And she's going to be on, I think she might have came down on that ankle.
Calls on number 23, Jocelyn Baldwin, her first.
Baldwin picks up the foul to add insult to the injury. That'll be her first, team foul number 1, and Jocelyn's going to get walked off. It looks like she landed funny on, hopefully it just twisted her ankle a little bit. Bob Weatherhead is going to take a preliminary look at it. And we've got another player from the Pilots down on the floor as well. So that was quite the collision underneath the basket. Baldwin twisted and turned her ankle. And I can't see who the player is for the Pilots that they're looking at as well. So,
well, Bill, I don't see number 11. Oh no, there's number 11 on our side.
Yeah, we'll find out. They're going to get her up. There we go. It looks like it was number 14, Boer. So Boer is going to be able to get up and walk off under her own power. That's good. And so back out onto the floor, it's going to be Baird, Rice, Adams, Mull, and Story for the Aces. And I see Waldron as well as Hastet and Eldridge and Grieve. And
nice steal.
Yep. Story. I didn't mention Neuven. She's on the floor too. Nice. Baird puts it up, no good. Just missed again. Waldron, nope, and Rice grabs the board. Gets it off to Adams with under 5 to go now. Story. Back to Kennedy Adams. Now to Baird. Baird looked away at the wrong moment, and it bounces off her hands, and it's grabbed by Eldridge. So the Pilots up by a point, 24-23, looking to add to their lead. Hastet over to Waldron, guarded by Adams. Grieve on the wing. And back to Eldridge, yep. And Hastet. Strong to the bucket, bouncing off glass, and good for Neuven. He gives her 10 unofficially. Adams, as the Pilots are turning some pressure on, and Baird, and they call a timeout before Baird can get called for the travel on her stomach and on the floor there.
And Bill, what was that last points for? I didn't get the player. The last two.
The last two was Avery Neuven.
So I have her for a total
of 10.
Okay, yep, that's where I was missing too. All right, I'm all caught up.
All right. 1 minute timeout on the floor. Oh, usually the pep band takes the third quarter off. So.
Oh yeah, but I did not even realize that.
So there they are playing away. So.
They must decide we don't need a break.
Well, in all honesty, they have sort of a low-key concession stand here tonight.
Yes.
Not a lot of options, so.
For those of you who are coming out the game to get chicken sandwiches, or maybe that's just me that comes to the games for the chicken sandwiches, you'll be upset. But they do have the hot dogs.
Yep, like I said, we're getting near the end of the season, and again, just the one game tonight. Although they did open up the Aces Sports Shop.
Yes, I did see that
before the game tonight, so you could stop in and do some
spirit shopping.
You know how Valentine's Day's coming. Nothing says I love you like an Aces hat or one of those crying towels or whatever. Oh, short and nice Story, great balance. And we're going to have And that will be on number 10, Allison Eldridge. That'll be her second. And that's team foul number 1 on the Pilots here in the third quarter. Sturry, what balancing act. She was on one leg right on the end line. Managed to stay upright and get the ball out of there to her teammate. Baird. Rice bounces it inside to Mull. Mull strong to the hoop, no good. And it's taken away by Neuven. Neuven gets it over to Eldridge. Eldridge up in the air. Hostet. And they feed it down inside Neuven, and Neuven gets their pocket picked from behind by Mull. Mull tosses it over to Baird, and the Aces back in business. Down low, Sturry. Nope, and then Baird off glass and good.
Baird for 2.
Pulls the Aces to back within 1, and Sturry grabs the rebound, and she's double teamed and fouled. That'll be on gold 24. Peyton Ensign picks up her first. And that's team foul number 2 on the Pilots. Baldwin, in case you're wondering, is walking around a little bit and doing some little short runs down on the sideline. So hopefully she's doing a lot better. Just landed awkwardly. Baird to Mull. Quickly down the floor to Sturry. No! Off the glass and no good, and we're going to have another whistle. And that's going to be 4 now on Ashlyn Sturry. Team foul number 2 on the Aces in this third quarter as Sanders gets ready to step in, and she'll spell Sturry. We might not see Ashlyn until the fourth quarter with those 4 fouls. Hostet over to Ensign, down in the corner. Neuven, and they'll move it back around. Ensign takes a shot from the wing, no good. Still loose on the floor. Now to Hostet from the free throw line, and that's good.
Hostet for 2.
Hostet, that's her first bucket of the night, her first points of the evening. Mull, nice feed. Rice, and she'll be fouled. And that one might get tagged to Boer. Yep. Kendall Boer gets her.
14, Kendall Brewer, her second.
That's her second. Team foul number 3. And McKenna Rice at the line to shoot 2. Missed back of the iron. Aces need to hit their free throws here, down by 3 with 1:50 to go in the third quarter. In and out, no good. Bounce pass over to Hostet for 3. That's good. Oh, my.
Hostet for 3.
Didn't score at all in the first half, and she's got 5 points to her credit here in the second half. Baird gets the ball from Adams quickly down the floor. And out of bounds, last touched by the Pilots, I thought. Yep. So the Aces will get the ball. Baldwin back in for Hicksville, and Eldridge comes back in for the Pilots. So good to see Jocelyn Baldwin back out on the floor after she landed awkwardly on her ankle. Baird gets the inbounds. Adams back to Baird. Now to Mull. Working it around the perimeter. Baldwin driving baseline, holds up, kicks it back out to Adams. To Mull. Mull, nothing there. Baird. Oh, a long 2.
Rice for 2.
No, that was Baird.
Correction, Baird for 2.
There we go. Shot up, off glass, no good. Back out to Waldron. Down on the baseline, they kick it back out onto the top of the key. Hostet on the wing. In and out, no good. Boer up, no good. And Baird with the board. Aces down by 4. Sanders too long. Baldwin guarding Waldron. Waldron quickly up the floor, stripped away by Kennedy Adams. Adams at the buzzer, no good. 31-27, it's the Pilots up by 4 at the end of the third quarter. Time for us to say another thank you to another Diamond Level underwriting supporter. And this time around, it's the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. A full-service pharmacy for you and your family's pharmaceutical needs. They also have medical supplies and equipment, over-the-counter medications, and more. Stop in next time you're in downtown Hicksville and see for yourself what a difference being locally owned and operated truly means. We want to thank them so very much for their continued support of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. Remember, anytime you see Aces Sports action on HIX-TV, any sport we cover, any level of play across any of our platforms, they're the ones that help make it possible. And I hope they had a great time, too, because they were down in New Orleans for a football game a couple days ago. So hope they had a great trip. The Myers family and the Hicksville Pharmacy, again, they're your good neighbor pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Phone 419-542-6218 for the latest information from them on flu shots, COVID boosters, and more. The Hicksville Pharmacy.
And Bill, I want to give a real quick shout out to 2 new followers we have on our Facebook page. We got 4 County Career Center and the 4 County Adams Board.
There we go. We appreciate all of our Facebook followers. And if you haven't followed us on Facebook, please consider doing so. We'd love to have you. Oh, and there's the whistle. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I should mention, yeah. Josh just reminded me. The Senior Classic has a Facebook page, too. So you can search Northwest Ohio Senior Classic on Facebook and follow them on Facebook as well.
Or if you also are on our Facebook page right now, you can check out a link. I actually sent a link and tagged the Northwest Ohio Senior Classics Facebook page in our halftime special.
So we'll keep you, one way or another, we keep you informed, whether you like it or not, here on HIX-TV. Got all kinds of stuff on our social media. Chris does a good job keeping that up to speed, and that's all. Oh, that's number 10. That's her third. And that's team foul number 1.
And Bill, the band's got a broken drum head. I saw a drummer running their drum down to Mr. Colemeyer, and it has a hole right through it. Stuff like that happens.
Adams for 3. Good! Ho-ho! Makes it a 1-point game. Eldridge with the basketball for the Pilots. Over to Waldron, down quickly down the floor, and stolen by Mull. She'll toss it over to Baird, and McKenna will bring it up the floor. Baird feeds it down low, bounce pass out to Mull for 3. Oh my! And now the Aces up by a bucket, 33-31. Across the timeline, down to Hostet. From the free throw line, and even thinks about it, pulls back, whistle. And that'll be on white 14. That's McKenna Rice.
Number 14, McKenna Rice, her first, team second.
That'll be team foul number 2 on the Aces. That's a common foul on the floor, so they'll just inbounds it. He's bringing in a fresh drum. I was afraid he was going to tip and fall and break it again.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Those heads are very easy to crack. I will say that. I've damaged a few in my days.
Neven back to Waldron. Over to Hostet. Down in the corner to Grieve. Inside. Kicks it back out. Hostet for 3. No good. They grab the board. Boer trying to battle her way inside. Loses the basketball, but the Pilots get it back. Well, again, they'll do a quick toss inside to Boer, and that'll be a jump ball. Aces get the possession arrow. So Aces get the ball back on the jump ball. Baldwin, clear shot to the hoop, and it rolls on the iron. Turnaround put back is up and good from Devaney Mull. Down low, Neuven up and good. And a timeout called immediately. Full 1 minute timeout, and that'll give us time to say a big thank you to the last of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters, our good friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility located right here at Hicksville's Industrial Park. They have solutions for business and industry that include robotics, plasma, welding, so much more. And again, if you have a welder in your life or if you are a welder yourself, make sure that you remember their website, www.arcsolinc.com, because they've got an online store that features some of the best and finest welding equipment that you can get in Northwest Ohio. We want to thank them so very much for their continued support at the Diamond Level of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. We hope that you will do the same. ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, located in our industrial park and online at www.arcsolinc.com. Aces will have the ball coming out of the TO. 5:39 left in regulation. And a nail-biter. It's a 2-point lead for the Lady Aces. Adams gets the ball into Baird. And here we go. Quickly down, Mull battles her way to the bucket, no good. Rebound comes down to Boer. Quickly over to Waldron. Waldron feeds it inside to Boer. Up off glass, no good, and out of bounds, and that'll be Aces ball.
Adams then the ball for the Aces. They're going to inbound it to Baird. Baird back over to Adams.
So they finally managed, intercepted. Tried to get it to Baldwin. All alone, Grieve up and no good. Missed the layup. And now Rice will take it back across the timeline in the other direction for the Lady Aces. Bounce pass over to Adams. Then to Baird. Baird into the paint. Baird, hook shot up and good. McKenna Baird. On the other side, Waldron up. So that will be good. So Waldron gets the bucket. Baird gets the foul. That's team foul number 3 on the Aces. And Waldron will be at the line looking to complete the 3-point play. Back into the game, number 10, Eldridge for the Pilots. And Ensign back out on the floor as well. One shot coming up for Kendra Waldron. It's good. That's a dozen for her unofficially. Adams down to Baird, back to Kennedy. Adams, bounce pass, down low to Mull, up and good. Great assist from Rice. Waldron. Neuven, down low. Ensign kicks it back out. Hostet with it now, and then back to Waldron. Down low to Neuven. Neuven gets it pulled out of her hands by Baird, and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pilots. Waldron getting ready to handle the inbounds. Whoop. And off the hands of the Pilot player and scooped up by Baird. Rice, good look, no good, and Adams gets the board, kicks it back out. Mull to Adams, just short. And the rebound comes down to Ayersville. Eldridge. Whoop. That'll be an over and back or out of bounds. Either way, it's the Aces ball. And timeout on the Aces bench. 3:40 to go in regulation. Hicksville held it on to a 3-point lead, 39-36. And another full 1 minute timeout. Let's see, looking ahead, let me grab my schedule here. For girls basketball, of course, we've got the Pilots here tonight. Our next girls basketball game that we'll be covering is 1 week from today, January the 30th, that Thursday night. The Lady Panthers of Paulding will be the guests. And then the last home game of the regular season for the Lady Aces will be on February the 4th when the Lady Aces will entertain Antwerp. So, yeah, after tonight, only two more regular season basketball games for the Lady Aces. Over on the boys' side, of course, we had the Wayne Trace game on the 17th, and we have a bit of a layoff, but we are not going to have a boys' game here at the Red Zone until February 7th, when the boys will entertain the Tenora Rams. So, again, with just a handful of games left before tournament action gets underway. And, of course, we'll follow both the Aces and the Lady Aces as far as we are able on the tournament trail. Aces with the basketball inbounds to Mull. Mull, turn around, puts it up, and gets it to drop.
Oh, 13.
Down low, knocked out of bounds, almost. Nope, it's grabbed at the last minute by Ensign. Eldridge, out of bounds. Blocked by the Aces. It'll stay with Ayersville with 3:14 to go. Boer comes back into the game for Hicksville, and Ensign will come out. Ball inbounds to Hostet, right back to Waldron. Waldron pull-up jumper is good. Adams with the ball, looking to protect that three-point lead. Kennedy Adams drives down low, and he has the ball stripped away. So here come the Pilots. Hostet looking to tie it up. Nope. And the rebound grabbed by Boer. Boer back out to Waldron. Down low to Boer. Boer turn around, put up, no good, and Mull grabs the board. She'll get it off to Baird with 2:34 across the timeline. Adams. Adams slowing things down just a little bit. Baird. To Adams again, down on the wing. Adams in the corner. Got some problems and bounce passes it. And a timeout called by Coach Christine Stamen. Adams was in trouble down in the corner. A quick 30-second timeout. Aces will have one timeout remaining in the regulation of this game. Pilots, on the other hand, have 3 timeouts in their back pocket. So far in this fourth quarter, the Aces have committed 3 team fouls. The Pilots have only committed 1.
That's something different, Bill. We usually don't hear the fight song mid-quarter.
Well, quick 30 seconds, so, you know, that's what you got to do. All right, Aces will have the basketball. Adams to Mull. Mull. And that'll be a jump ball, and that'll go to the Pilots.
Oh, Bill, I just realized they changed the possession arrow down on the scoreboard. We can't see it anymore from where we're at. We can see a little dot.
Well, it's a new scoreboard that they, or a new scoring table that they have, but It's on the scoreboard, so we can see the possession arrow points to the Aces now.
Well, we do have the master controller, Mr. John Adams, down there tonight.
They've had a couple people off and on over the season that have been in training. They're getting better too. Baird with the breakaway up, and it's just a little bit short. And it'll be another jump ball, and that'll be the Aces ball with 1:35 to go. Moll's going to come down and inbounds. Devaney gets it in to Baldwin. To Adams. Adams over to Baird. Baird back to Adams. Jocelyn Baldwin. Rice, and then back to Adams. Adams driving in, and she's going to be fouled. Adams took a bit of a shot there.
Fouls on number 14, Kendall
Boer picks up her third personal, team foul number 3. That'll be on the floor. Quick bounce pass in. Rice has it blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Aces. Just takes a tick off the clock, down to 1:09. Mull to Baird. Baird inside to Mull. Mull triple teamed, and it's deflected, and it comes back into the hands of Kendra Waldron. Waldron quickly up the floor, down low, all alone, up off glass, and good for Eldridge. Baird came close with the over and back, and that'll be a foul on number 4. Yep. Waldron picks up her first personal. That's team foul number 3 now on the Pilots. 1-point game with 41.9 seconds to go. Adams gets it into Rice. Nice feed, and Boer is able to just block the much shorter Baird as she tries to go up with the shot. They'll turn it over on the baseline, and the Pilots will get the ball back. 37 seconds, down by 1. Eldridge. Waldron now back to Eldridge, down into the corner. Waldron puts it up, no good. Ooh. And Baird comes up with the basketball, gets it to Adams. Adams needs to get it across the timeline. And that'll be on 13. That's Avery Neuven. Neuven gets her first. That's team foul number 4. Aces will have it on the sideline with 16 seconds. Bounce pass down to Rice, right back to Adams. Adams is going to be fouled again. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that'll be the second on Kendra Waldron. 13.4 seconds. And again, the Pilots have 3 timeouts. Aces have 1. Aces in the bonus. So we'll see how long this 13.4 seconds takes to play. Adams. Good. One more for Kennedy. That one's an air ball. Baldwin grabs it to Mull. Mull's going to get hacked. Mull takes one to the chin. And that's going to be another one. Yeah, Waldron. I think it looked worse than it actually was. 9.8, and here comes Devaney Mull with a chance to gets that one. It's a 3-point game. Mull makes it a 2-possession game. Up by 4, and timeout on the floor. That'll be the Aces' last timeout. Quick 30-second timeout. They're up by 4. But the Pilots, you do enough basketball, you know, in 8-9 seconds, a lot can happen.
Well, especially when the Pilots have 3 timeouts to burn, Bill, they could easily get a 3 and call a timeout and try to get possession back. And we've seen it done before.
Yep. So we'll see what happens. And in all honesty, you know, if they were to shoot a 3 and make it and get fouled, they could go to the line.
Yeah, go for the 4-point play.
So you could, it's a remote possibility. The Aces are going to fall back a little bit. They're going to get on defense. Baird's the lone ace in the forecourt. Quickly up the floor with 6 seconds. Waldron for 3. Got it. Timeout. .5 seconds. Aces will have to inbound the ball. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Oh, they're saying, I'm not sure what went on. They took a timeout, and then there was nothing, and then it said 2.5, and then a 1 minute time. So either way, both teams are going to get the same amount of time. So they tack on a couple extra seconds. They tack on a couple extra seconds.
A couple of the Ayersville coaches wondering about it too, of the extra time.
Well, they're the ones who called it, so. So we'll get ready again when we wrap it up. We'll thank our underwriters once again. We'll give you some unofficial scoring. And, of course, we'll announce who tonight's 2 Bandits Player of the Game award winner is.
All right, and Aces will have the inbound. It'll be Adams inbounding the ball for the Aces. 2.5 seconds. They added 1 second.
2.5 seconds into Baldwin. Baldwin puts it up. It doesn't count, but it's going to be a win for the Aces. 44-43, the final score as they steal one. Or, well, it's just a hard-fought game. So, let's do some quick tabulations here. And we'll give you some unofficial scoring shortly. All right, and over on this side.
All right, Bill, I have the Aces.
I'm almost there too, so. All right, so you can double check me as we go through.
Well,
Let's begin with the Ayersville Lady Pilots on the short end of the 44-43 final score. Their scoring went this way. Allison Eldridge had a couple of buckets for 4 points, and Kaylin Hashtet had a 2 and a 3, both in the second half for 5. Kendall Boer had a bucket and 3 free throws in the first half for 5. And then 2 Pilots in the double figures. Avery Newman had 5 in the first half, and then she added a 3-pointer and a couple of buckets for 7 more to finish up with 12 unofficially for the game. And leading scorer for the Lady Pilots was Kendra Waldron. She had, 6 2 points, 2 free throws, and a 3-pointer to finish up unofficially with 17. On the Lady Aces side of the coin, went this way. Lady Aces only had 4 people score, and 3 of them were in double figures. McKenna Rice had a bucket for 2, After that, it was Kennedy Adams with 3 threes and a couple of free throws for 11. McKenna Baird had 6 field goals for 12. And Devaney Mull with 3 threes, 4 twos, and a couple of free throws to lead all scorers tonight with 19. So there you have it. And again, it's a 1-point victory and a GMC win for the Lady Aces varsity tonight as they hold on and hold off the Lady Pilots 44-43. Two Bandits Player of the Game award, looking things over. I know that Devaney Mull had 19 points, but McKenna Baird has played the best game that she has so far this season that we've seen here tonight with 12 points. And just a great job and a great contribution by her, keeping them in it in both the first and the second half. So you know what? I'm going to give my vote to McKenna Baird. Again, 12 points and her best showing at any of the games we've covered so far this season.
Yeah, and Bill, it's going to be a hard choice for me. I was actually kind of leaning towards Kennedy Adams. There was something I noticed throughout the game that really stood out to me is during the rebounds for the Pilots when they would have the ball, a lot of the aces would pull away and kind of go away from the ball, but there was one ace I saw that was constantly there trying to get rebounds, getting them, and actually taking the ball away from the Pilots, and that was Kennedy Adams. I know she was 1 point under Baird, but she did have some amazing rebounds and was a really good offensive player for the Aces too.
No. What does Myers say down there? He was thinking Baird too?
Well, I'm outvoted.
All right,
so.
2-3, or 2 out of 3. So congratulations to McKenna Baird. She is our Two Bandits Player of the Game. Again, the Two Bandits Brewery in Hicksville, Ohio, open Wednesday through Saturday. Proud sponsors of the Player of the Game Award. McKenna's going to get a gift card, $10 gift card from the Bandits, as well as a nice certificate. And again, don't forget, you can find out more about upcoming events at the Bandits online at twobanditsbrewing.com, and especially their Love on Tap event all week long, the week of Valentine's coming up in February. So with that, I want to say a big thank you to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible tonight, in addition to the Two Bandits Brewery in Hicksville, Ohio. Thanks to all 4 of our diamond-level underwriting supporters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in the Industrial Park and online at aptmfg.com/careers. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy in downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Phone 419-542-6218 for the latest info on flu shots, COVID boosters, and more. And thanks also to ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility located in Hicksville's Industrial Park and online at www.arcsolinc.com. So with that, we're going to wrap things up for this evening. Again, we want to thank you so very much for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed the live stream coverage here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel this evening. And again, if you did and you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. It doesn't cost anything, and that way you can click the notification bar, and you're the first to know whenever we schedule a live stream event on our YouTube channel, as well as whenever we post new content to our video on demand library. Big thank you also to Mr. Haught and Overmeyer, the athletic department here at Hicksville High School, for allowing us to be here with the live stream coverage and giving us our usual great vantage point to watch the game. And thanks to all of you for joining us this evening. I hope you enjoyed the live coverage and the Aces win here at the Red Zone tonight. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. Again, our next Lady Aces live stream comes your way 1 week from today on January the 30th. At 6:30 p.m. We'll be on a little before that of the Lady Aces hosting the Lady Panthers from Paulding. And with that, one more time, final score this evening. It was a nail-biter, but the Lady Aces hang on for the win, 44-43 over the Pilots. And for Connor Myers running the camera, for Chris Warner overseeing the OBS software and the live stream and chiming in with some color commentary, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Thanks also to Josh Freese for joining us at halftime, too. I'm Bill Murphy for Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a very good night and good sports.